Hey guys, it's Tim coming at you with an all-new DCEU related video for this week. With the recent shakeups over at Warner Bros. Over the DCEU, we now know that Joss Whedon is out for writing and directing the upcoming Batgirl film, claiming that he didn't have a story. However, it seems that may not entirely be true. In an article discussing Whedon's departure from the project, Vanity says that the premise had been laid out. The problem more so seemed to be stretching the premise to fit the length of a film. But what was the story? According to the Variety article, the film would have been based off of Barbara Gordon's debut from 1967, entitled The $1 Million Debut of Batgirl by writer Gardner Fox and artist Carmine Infantino. In this story, we meet Commissioner James Gordon's daughter Barbara, a librarian by day who adopts the mantle of Batgirl to take on Killer Moth, a masked villain targeting Bruce Wayne. She eventually teams up with Batman and Robin, but neither her nor Killer Moth realize that Batman and Bruce Wayne are one and the same. Now, those who know Silver Age comics already know that stories from that era didn't even fill up an entire comic book, let alone a 2-hour feature film. This plot was used to introduce Batgirl onto the 60s Adam West series, as well as her first appearance on Batman the Brave and the Bold. It's a story that stayed tied to the character over the years, but obviously most adaptations update it to keep it more relevant or extend it. For example, the Batman changed the villain to Poison Ivy and gave the two a connection from before they were their respective alter egos. But should they still use this story? As a base, it works fine. There's a villain targeting a friend of her dad's, and Barbara uses her own skills, inspired by Batman, to take on the villain and save him. It's a pretty basic origin story, but it doesn't tell us much about Barbara herself. So use the time before this to flesh out who Barbara is, where she gets her skills, what makes her different than Batman, why she's doing this and not him, her relationship with her father, etc. But by itself, it's unsatisfying, especially using Killer Moth as a villain, who doesn't even have that much prestige or menace within the DC universe itself. They'd likely need to update him to make him more of a threat to Barbara herself, either knowing him beforehand or giving him hacking skills. But likely now that Whedon is out the door, they're going to go a different direction with the story than her initial appearance. Maybe making some reference to it within the story itself. But what do you guys think? Does Batgirl's first appearance make a good basis for a solo film? And what other stories would you want to see? Well, as always, let us know down in the comments. And until next time, this has been Tim from the Hybrid Network, signing out. Hey guys, thanks for watching, but if you want to take your support to the next level, consider subscribing to us and clicking the bell next to it so you can be immediately informed whenever a new video goes up. Also, check out our website for the latest news and editorials, and if you want to take your support even further, you can always consider donating to us on Patreon to help our videos get better.